On the occasion of the coronation of His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen Consort, the British Acting High Commissioner to Nigeria, Atkinson, hosted dignitaries in Abuja last night to commemorate the event. During the celebration, the expectations for the role of the King Charles III and his relationship across the world were explored and projected, with many lauding the King's prior relationship with Africa and other continents. Benedict Uku has more on this story.
The coronation of Charles III and his wife Camilla as King and Queen Consort of the United Kingdom and other Commonwealth realms took place on 6 May 2023 at Westminster Abbey. Charles acceded to the throne on 8 September 2022 upon the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Last night in Abuja, a reception was held to commemorate the event and to congratulate the new monarch and his wife. Speaking to the press, the Acting High Commissioner to Nigeria, Atkinson, offered assurances of the King's commitment to fostering relationships with other nations and tackling climate change.
The new King loves Nigeria. It was really striking for us that one of the very first foreign leaders he met was His Excellency the President. And the President had an audience with him within about a month of him ascending to the throne. And that's because they have a relationship that goes beyond the formal one. The thing that most strikes me is the strength of our people-to-people relationship. The number of Nigerians who make their homes both in the UK but in Nigeria, and the depth of affection we have for each other.
Also speaking, representative of the Nigerian government and Monarch spoke about what the future holds for mutual relationships.
The authorities in the United Kingdom and we have very strong relationship, particularly partnership on peace and security issues, the economy, and looking for new ways to build on that relationship, particularly the private sector, and encouraging the youths in terms of IT and physical economy to take advantage of the opportunities provided in this partnership.
Certainly, there is a strong tie, there is a strong relationship between the British royal family and the Kano royal family, dating back to pre-colonial period, I would say. I can remember my grandfather, Abdullahi Bayero, was one of the first traditional rulers from the north to visit United Kingdom in 1956 or so. I remember about 3 years or 4 years back, I was in the UK and I was honored to be part of a delegation that went to see him at Buckingham Palace. So, like I said, it's not new in the block. I believe in him and I believe the legacy left by his forefathers will continue from there.
Other guests present gave an insight into the positive behavioral tendencies of the newly crowned king.
We have a long history of working together, of cooperating together, and bearing in mind, although His Majesty has just been crowned, the government has not changed, and so the government priority remains the same, and that is to support Nigeria. Absolutely.
These receptions are meant to bring our partners together so that we can celebrate each other, get to know each other better, network and collaborate to enable Nigeria become a better place. It will ensure enough collaboration between Nigeria and the UK, continue to maintain the relationships that have already been built, and build upon those relationships.
Having met him one-on-one, because I had a one-on-one meeting with him, I think he's well prepared to fill the shoes, the large shoes that were left behind. And I think he will do a very good job on the throne.
The diversity represented at the coronation has been praised as a symbol of a new era of inclusivity and stronger relationships between British royalty and the world at large.